We have many other folks that are here as well. You know, across the country, what we're finding at institutions of higher education is that it's better to have a holistic approach to admissions, right? Not just based on a test score. We need to make sure that admissions practices are equitable, that we find the students that are the most promising, and we don't just look at one particular test score. So I want to thank the sponsors for their great work on this bill. This bill makes sure that Colorado's institutions of higher ed, our public universities, can determine whether or not to use the national assessment scores as a factor in their admissions process. And this bill makes sure that we can look at the impact these tests have on students of different backgrounds. And I think that this can help open the door to college education for students who might not have had the ability to take a test, or maybe they had an off day, or they had other things going on and they weren't able to do it. Because we want our very best and brightest represented at our universities across the state. And there's a lot of ways to find out in the selection process for who they are. So I want to thank our sponsors for bringing this bill forward, and I'll turn it over to lead sponsor, Representative Kathy Kitt.
Oh, well, thank you everybody for coming today. We're so excited to get this bill passed. We think it's going to be really awesome for kids to have more opportunity, and we're going to be helping just so many more kids. And so thank you everybody for, this is our great team here that helped us get this bill passed. And Chloe, who's hiding there in the back in the Department of Higher Education. So thank you.
Thank you. Representative Exum.
Yes, thanks, Governor. I appreciate the opportunity to be a part of this bill where we can look at more of a holistic approach and not just a one-shot. There's a lot of students that aren't good test takers, but will eventually be good students. So we appreciate the opportunity.
Senator Story.
Thank you, Governor. I appreciate the opportunity to be here and to participate in the bill signing. Delighted to have worked with this amazing team to get this bill across that will be an applications process that is far less restrictive than it has been and provide more opportunities for more students to attend higher education institutions here in Colorado.
And Senator Buckner.
Thank you, Governor. I am so proud to be a part of this amazing team. We are going to open the door to so many students who felt like they didn't have an opportunity before. Students like my daughter, who's dyslexic, who was unable to take tests. So this is a great day in Colorado.
And we have two members of the CU Board of Regents with us, Alana Spiegel and Sue Sharkley. Thank you for joining us. This bill doesn't just apply to CU, but it includes the ability for CU to decide how they want to use those, or if they want to use those test scores going forward. So with that, we will make this the law of Colorado. And it's official. Congratulations, everybody. Here you are. Here you are. There you are. Congratulations. Congratulations, everybody. Thanks for your work on this bill. Thank you for your work.
Thank you, Governor.
Thank you, Governor.
Okay, this other bill relates to college opportunities in Colorado, too. This law makes sure that just because your parent or grandparent went to one of our colleges in Colorado, that doesn't mean that you automatically get in, because that takes the spot, that could take the spot from somebody who is more worthy of that spot. And in fact, legacy admissions can also disproportionately harm Coloradans. First-generation students, students of color, undocumented, just because you're a kid who didn't have the benefit of having your parents having attended that same school, you shouldn't be locked out for a legacy child. So this bill makes sure that the governing board of our state-supported institutions of higher education cannot look at legacy and familial relationships in the admissions process. And I want to thank Representative Mullica, Representative Gray, Senator Pedersen, and Senator Bridges for their work. In a Colorado for All, this bill will help move us in a direction where our higher education institutions are moving towards being meritocracies, meaning that you have to earn admission because of who you are and what you can do and what your potential is, not who your parents or grandparents were. I'm happy to turn it over to Representative Mullica.
Thank you, Governor. Thank you for signing this bill today. It's an important bill. Colorado is a leader in the country when it comes to this bill. I can remember when I was a first-generation college student filling out the application and how nerve-wracking it was when I got to this question. And we want to make sure that we're focused on merits and not necessarily, like the governor said, on your relationship or your family relationship to the university. We're going to be a leader in the country. We're going to make sure that hopefully we're a leader when it comes to private institutions, but at least here with the public institutions, we're doing the right thing and we're going down the right and I want to thank all of the individuals who worked on it this year.
Thank you. I don't think Representative Gray is with us, is he? So Senator Pedersen.
All right, thank you, Governor Polis, for the opportunity to be here today for this bill signing. This is an incredibly important bill. It's one step further in making sure that our systems are more equitable. I was also a first-generation college graduate. It was significantly unlikely that I would actually pursue a college education, and so the obstacles are already there for people like me, and this unfortunately gives more of a leg up for people who are already privileged, and that is not the system that we want. So thank you so much for signing this bill.
And Senator Bridges.
Thank you, Governor. Opportunity and fairness are core Colorado values. And with this bill, we're making sure that when we're spending state money to send kids to college, when kids are going to state institutions, that it is based on the talent, skills, and abilities of that kid, of those kids, not on what school their parents might have gone to. So thank you for signing the bill. Happy to be a part of it.
We're also joined by Jen Walmer and Pratik Duda from Defer, Sarah Sterin, Morgan Royal from New Era, Colorado, and Laura Valle Gutierrez from the Bell Policy Center. And with that, we will make this officially the law of Colorado. It is official. Congratulations. There you go. Yeah,
Thank you.
and we'll give this to the Matt. So